For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. On second and 12, Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 38. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. But he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Elliott running right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jeffrey Simmons in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Right there, 54 miles. Hey, watch the ball, No, 66. Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DK Metcalf, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 34 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
54. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Alert. Jump. Hey, echo. Let's go on. No, 66. Hold 50. Alert 3. Shadow.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chargers 7. Dan Bailey set to kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Blue Eye. Right. 57, Mike 57.
Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Bud.
Throwing now is Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Brady. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chargers 7.
going to find Hill here. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Mariota. That one complete to Hill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
3. Wow, move. 57. Double dog.
After the penalty, it's Elliott.
Get there.
Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Gets this one to Hill. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Brady now on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, hey!
Now Brady again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Brady to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Sugar! He's checking.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 36, Brady. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Vannett, 36 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. One. 57's the mark.
From the gun, Mariota. That one complete to Elliott. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch the pass.
Here's Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mariota. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Wait 20. Watch my boy. On deck. Watch twist. 380 heck. Goes man.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The tackle made by Dexter Lawrence. 2 yards on the pickup.
They run. Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Brady. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Elliott. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing now is Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Here we go, D. 25. Check it.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Move on. Mark 56. Watch the turn,
Mariota now. They're going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line.
Wait, 20. Check. Walk 54. Bend.
Chubb on the counter. Room here to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Chubb, 40 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Brady going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Mariota. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
56 of Mike.
Throwing is Mariota. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Gets this one to Hill. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys have now moved out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
42 yards on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running for the shotgun with Dre. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 34-yard line.
Take that. 380. Charge 20. 54. Stop your running.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point try by Bailey. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mariota. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
57.
Mariota. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Strip that ball.
One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.